Welcome to our project video. Today we will run you through our plans for the inner city regeneration of Plymouth railway station. We will be taking you through why this project is needed, our proposed solution, and our strategy for how this will be achieved. But firstly, may I proudly introduce the team who have delivered this exciting project for you today. We are SKYLLA, a team of 5 people consisting of Daniel Goldsborough, Project Manager, Andrew Hallam, Group Secretary, Michael Buckingham, Business Manager, Christopher Hargreaves, Design Manager, and Matthew Davidson, Quantity Surveyor. We are a team which strives to deliver the highest level of quality and technical management services, establishing long-term relationships with clients by exceeding their expectations through high-performance employees. SKYLLA achieves this through its core values, which are crucial for the long-term success of the business. This long-term success will be built on SKYLLA's investment in market research to ensure the company stays competitive. From this, a number of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats which distinguished SKYLLA as a centralised, skilled and highly dynamic team over that of other market competitors, to a current gap in the infrastructure market. The famous naval city of Plymouth, England, has a clear vision to be one of Europe's finest, most vibrant waterfront cities. Plymouth seeks to develop the city as a thriving centre for growth with investment in quality new homes, jobs and infrastructure, with the aim of becoming the regional economic hub of the South West. Plymouth's third local transport plan provides a key framework linking the delivery of a high-quality, sustainable transport network with long-term socio-economic growth for the city, and highlights that improvements to the major gateways of the city, bus, ferry, rail and road, are central to the delivery of the plan's core strategy. The city railway station marks the end of the Armada Way pedestrian route linking the railway station with the Hoe, and represents a key landing area for tourists and businesses visiting the city, and yet, in its current form, fails to meet the requirements of a modern, attractive city railway station. In response to these needs for development, SKYLLA has established a truly sustainable solution in the form of a transport hub. The transport hub has sought to fulfil this sustainability agenda through environmental aspects, fulfilling the requirements of BREEAM Excellent standard in line with the Plymouth Climate Change Action Plan, social aspects, delivering growth, raising aspirations, reducing inequality and providing value for communities, and economic aspects, creating business opportunity to kickstart wider growth through inner city regeneration. To fulfil these desired outcomes, the transport hub will require a complete redevelopment of the current railway station site in order to use the land most effectively. The hub will not only improve the existing services offered, but will also integrate additional modes of transport, including relocating the current Brettonside coach station here and building a new tram system linking the railway station with the city centre and the Hoe foreshore. The change in site level will be utilised to form a top and bottom level. The top level will be largely used to incorporate the coach station and a new multi-storey office building. The office building will not only provide space for the current requirements, but will also provide additional rentable space and conference facilities. The taxi rank and car hire will also be located on the top level, in addition to the Welcome Centre, which will mark the end of the Armada Way. A new multi-storey car park will be built beneath this top level and will have a capacity of 800 vehicles, which will not only satisfy the current well-used car parking requirements, but also provide additional capacity for the growth in users expected to the transport hub. From the Welcome Centre, pedestrians will be transported down through to the bottom level, where 2 floors of retail outlets will be situated. Carrying on through the concourse, eateries, restaurants and cafes will provide additional facilities for users of the hub, with the main concourse area integrating access to the coach station, tram station, railway station and car park in an all-encompassing design. A green space will be created outside of the west entrance, which will bring an essence of calm amongst the hustle and bustle of the transport hub setting. This area will comprise trees, shrubs, flower beds, benches and pieces of artwork from the local community. In addition, this area will be utilised for a number of sustainable urban drainage systems in order to decrease the rainfall runoff from the hub to the local drainage network. The structural design for the mall area and concourse, tram station, multi-storey building, retaining walls and terminal roof have been completed in detail utilising calculation programs developed in-house. An integral part of the structural design was that of the material selection in order to achieve the sustainability criteria. Reinforced concrete was selected for the concourse superstructure because of its advantages in thermal mass, noise reduction, fire-resistant properties and sustainability credentials, with the use of recycled aggregate. Steel was chosen for the office building and terminal roof structure because of its weight advantages, flexibility in design and buildability. Ethylene tetrafluoroethylene, aka ETFE, has been selected as the roofing material over the atrium and railway station areas. As well as bringing an aesthetically pleasing exterior to the building, as highlighted with its use at the Beijing Olympics, ETFE combines great transparency, insulation, acoustic, fire resistance and self-cleaning properties, which make ETFE the sustainable choice for the transport hub. Within the concourse, systems for fire and emergency response, access, security, heating, ventilation and air conditioning, lighting and sanitary provisions have all been designed in detail. These systems have been integrated through a centralised security operations and control centre employing a computer-based IP network, which will realise the efficiency savings of these technologies, as well as providing a truly safe, secure and robust building management system. External to the concourse, the large office roof will be utilised to capture solar radiation from the sun using an array of CPV solar panels incorporating dual-axis tracking, providing energy for water heating in the hub. The use of solar shading measures, including brise-soleil, vertical and horizontal louvres and reflective coated film, will regulate the effects of solar radiation in the hub and particularly office building. The large railway station roof will be utilised also for grey water harvesting, providing a large proportion of the water required in the hub's sanitary facilities. The tram link will lead users through the city underground, with 2 stops in the city centre and the final terminus exiting on the Hoe. This tram route will play a significant role in the underpinning of the project, that is, for the long-term development of the city. For the first time, modes of transport will be linked through a tram network delivering passengers to key city sites. The design of the detailed hub elements has been completed in accordance with a number of different standards, including the BREEAM standards associated with attaining an industry recognised certification, and the European and British standards, which are industry recognised design codes of practice. An independent quality assurance team will be employed to ensure the works on site are completed to the correct standards and to guarantee a high standard of quality throughout. The full construction phase of the transport hub will take place over 5 years and will focus on ensuring that the running of the railway station services are not greatly affected. This will primarily focus around the use of the proposed green space for use as a temporary ticket hall and access to the railway platforms. Office workers using the Intercity House will be relocated to rentable office space within the city centre, and provisions for current car park users to use other city car parks with additional park and ride schemes will be put in place. 9 general health and safety principles have been established that should be upheld throughout the implementation of the project. These principles will aid in identifying and implementing precautions which are necessary for controlling risk. A clear risk management hierarchy has been established in order that risks identified in the design process are transferred to the people on the ground and vice versa. Together, these considerations have been collaborated to form a risk register for the project. The major risks that have been identified by the team surround the areas of stakeholders, logistics and finance, with financial underestimates being one of the highest perceived risks. This risk, however, was reduced to an acceptable level through the use of financial analysis with an investor. The overall project costing over the 50-year life cycle reflected a gross net capital cost of £115 million, with a gross income profit of £6.2 million per annum. This resulted in the project yielding a net present value gross profit of £3.7 million, with an internal rate of return on gross profit of 12%, and a net present value net profit of £1.5 million, with an internal rate of return on net profit of 11%. The incorporation of mobilisation payments over the first 4 years of the project enables the end-of-year balance to remain at zero throughout, and assists in reducing the interest rate required to service the capital for the duration of the project. Potential sources of finance for the project have been split into long and short-term partners, where short-term partners will take care of the initial capital costs, and long-term partners will provide economic sustainability to the hub. Short-term financiers include the sale of the Brettonside bus station, funding from national infrastructure plans and government grants, network rail funding, lottery grants and Plymouth City Council. Long-term financiers include National Express, Plymouth City Coach, the leasing of retail units and office space, and income from the multi-storey car park, as well as other long-term business sponsors. So in conclusion, the Plymouth Transport Hub is a large and exciting project which will transform the city into the economic hub it strives to be. SKYLLA believes that strong investment in the project will not only fulfil significant long-term profits, but will also deliver an outstanding image on a truly sustainable project of national significance. Thank you.